How to set up and use OpenClaw step by step. OpenClaw is different from typical automation tools. Instead of creating dozens of workflows or multiple bots, this version runs as a structured AI assistant inside your own VPS environment. Once you understand how the dashboard is organized, using it becomes very straightforward. So right now over here, I have OpenClaw.ai opened up on my web browser. And then in this area, what we can do is we can go through what OpenClaw is, what it is used for. We have some testimonials over here. Then when you go down, you also get information on how you can set OpenClaw up on your system and then more details on installing it as well. Then you also get more information on what it does and what it works with, and then, where it's been featured and all of that. So you can go over that information over here on your web browser by going to OpenClaw.ai. This is not the app being run actually. For that, you do need to install and set it up. So we will be doing that. In order to set up OpenClaw, we will be using Hostinger, and it is a very simple process, not complicated, and it is not going to take a lot of time. So that is the method that I prefer. There are other ways of doing so. So first of all, in order to get OpenClaw on your system with the help of Hostinger, you need to first of all open a new tab and then open up Hostinger there. So here we are on my web browser, and then I put in Hostinger. We're going to go over to Hostinger. So this is the home page. And now what we need from here on Hostinger is that we're going to go up top over here to the different categories. And from here, we're going to go over to services. And when you click on the drop down, you get all of these different options. So you have hosting and websites and domains. And then over here, you have a VPS. So of course, in order to get OpenClaw, we need Hostinger VPS. So we're going to go to VPS hosting. So click on that, and that leads us over here. So we have a plan over here, which we can get for this amount, and you can manage your VPS with your own AI agent. Now you can claim this deal, you can get this deal, and then start managing your VPS with your own AI agent. This is going to be a lot more convenient and easier, but I do have an option which is even more easy. And then these are the specifics of that. So once you come here, you're going to scroll down. And when you scroll down, you're going to have some more options. So keep going down, and down here you will get the trending option, and here you have OpenClaw. So basically what we're looking for is we want Hostinger VPS with OpenClaw built in. So when you go to the OpenClaw option here, and this is trending and a lot of people are using this, you will get the option of deploying OpenClaw in seconds using the Hostinger VPS. It is going to cost you $4.99 a month, and then you also have these details. It is a one-click setup. AI credits are pre-configured. You have AI credit bonus ×2, and you have data privacy and sovereignty when you use the Hostinger VPS with the built-in OpenClaw. And you even have a 67% off going on right now. So this is the option that we want. This is the one that we need. This is going to save you on so much of time. And basically the whole point of getting OpenClaw here, why are so many people getting OpenClaw and using this? It's because we want to save our time, and we want all our activities, all our work to be automated and make our life easier. So while we're doing that, when we want to do that, of course, once we get OpenClaw, we can, automate our tasks. But getting OpenClaw and then installing it, putting it onto our systems and getting it to work, setting it up, looks really complicated. When I first started off, it was really complicated. It was a long process. It was difficult to understand. And then finally, I came across this option, which is very, very quick, and it basically suits someone like me. So if you are someone who can manage their VPS on their own and, install OpenClaw themselves, and if it's not time consuming for you or complicated, then go ahead with that. You can do that on your own as well. But for someone like me, I like this option. All I have to do is just get this plan, and OpenClaw will be built in. So let's just go ahead with that. Choose your plan, buy this, go through with the payment, and then once you do so, you will be taken over here. So when you come here, you are going to go and get your VPS. So you're going to go down here, go to the VPS, and then once you go over here to the VPS, from here you want to go to manage. So over here to the right, you have the manage button. Click on manage, and then once you click on manage, this is where you will be taken. Then from here, go up to to the top left here, you want to go to Docker Manager right under Overview. So click on Docker Manager, and then you're going to get a few options here. Click on Projects here, and then here you will see your projects. So in projects, we have our only project, which is OpenClaw. So this is already there. I did not have to paste in any links and install it or any of that, or buy any additional items or anything. And then you have the Docker projects over here. Then your project name is OpenClaw. This is our OpenClaw. It is running, and then the access is opening. You also have a guide to the documentation or quick start if you want to use that. And then from here, all you need to do is just go over here to the gateway token, click on it, and then that will be copied successfully. And then just open OpenClaw. Here we go. Here we have OpenClaw, and it says, welcome to OpenClaw. And as you can see up here, it's hosted by Hostinger. And then down here, you need to enter your OpenClaw gateway token. So paste in your token here and then click on login. And then you will be taken over here. So we are in, this is OpenClaw, and then this is where we will be taken. Now you can install it onto your system, but then you would be giving OpenClaw access to all your files and everything on your system. So what's convenient or better, especially for beginners, is that you can have a VPS, and the VPS is going to make sure that it doesn't access any other files on your computer, and it's going to keep it restricted. And it's also really safe that way because if something goes wrong, we're just getting to know OpenClaw too. So for someone like me, if I'm a beginner and I'm just starting to use OpenClaw, and then I would want to restrict it and not just, incorporate it into every little space on my system. So therefore, using the VPS is very convenient and very safe that way. And you want to try and, make sure that you get it on VPS. And then again, a lot of people are just getting another PC and putting this on that PC. So that's also a safe option. So whatever suits you best, whatever you are confident and comfortable with. So this is OpenClaw for us, set up and ready to use. Now, how you can use OpenClaw, this is the chat over here. So here you're just going to put in any prompt. You're going to ask the assistant to do whatever you need it to do. You can ask it to do, all sorts of tasks for you. And what's convenient is that you can even ask it about information on how it can help you. So let's put in a prompt. I'm just putting in, what can you help me with? And then let's send that in. I just pressed enter, and then there we go. We have our answer. So I can help you with quite a bit. Here are some things I can do: keep notes, organize tasks, and manage reminders, answer questions, find information, monitor and check email, calendar events, automate routines, read, write, and edit files, customize my behavior and personality to fit how you want to work with me. So very nice, very convenient. And right now with this response, it seems a little bit kind of like ChatGPT or, some other AI assistants, but basically OpenClaw is very different from other AI assistants, and it's different in the way that you can have a conversation, but what it does is that it can carry out complete tasks for you. It has a really good memory, so it's not going to wait for you to keep coming back and then asking it to do so. And so you're just going to give it commands, and then it keeps running 24/7, and it is going to carry out those tasks for you. So for example, you can give it an idea for an app, and you don't even have to go into the details. So all you need to do is give it the idea, you put in the idea, and then it is going to decide on the workflow, and it's going to brainstorm, it's going to decide everything, and then in the end, it's going to give you that app. So it's going to create the app all on its own, and all you had to do was give it the idea. So it can do so much all on its own that you are really going to be surprised, and it's not like the other AI assistants. So I'm just going to show you around a little bit more. Here you have the chat area, then you have the control area where you can overview all of the tasks. You have different channels which you can connect with it. So you can connect WhatsApp, you can connect Telegram, which is recommended, and then you can also connect Slack, you can connect a Discord, and then a wide variety of channels which you can connect with this, and then you can send it commands using those apps right from your phone. So all you need to do is connect these. Then you have instances which you can go over, and then you have sessions. So different sessions, you can access them but you can go over the usage. And then you have these cron jobs. Here you can schedule any tasks, any repetitive tasks that you need the assistant to do. You have these agents, which you can assign these repetitive tasks here. And then when you go to new job here, you can enter in all the details, and then this repetitive task will be completed. Then down here you have more agents, and here you can assign tasks. Then you have skills, so any other skills that you would like to include for your assistant, you can get those over here in the search area. You just need to type in whatever skill you want, or you could just go over here and click on all 49 of these and see them. So you have Apple Notes, Apple Reminders, and then Cam Snap. You can capture frames or clips. Then here you have Claw Hub, where you can use the Claw Hub to search, install, update, and publish agent skills. Then you have all of these skills that you can add in. This one is the most popular, the Google Workspace CLI for Gmail, Calendar, Drive, Contacts, Sheets, and Docs. And then you have all of these skills. So you can go ahead and you can enable these. And then you have nodes here where you can pair devices and then also go over the security of that. Then down here you have the settings. Under settings, you have configuration, where you have the environment, any updates, agents, authentication, the channels, messages, hooks, skills, logging and browser details, and the web. So here you can go down here and you can set this up, and you can even set up a wizard here. Then under configuration, you have debug. So here, when you come and you see that something needs debugging, then you know that. And then your OpenClaw can keep running smoothly. So this is for making sure that your setup keeps running smooth. And here you can check the health. And then under debug, you have logs. So you can go over the logs. And here basically you have a live tail of the gateway file logs. You can see time and all these details of the logs. And then at the very end, you have docs, which leads you here, and you can get all kinds of information on OpenClaw. Here you can see all these details. You can learn more about what OpenClaw is and how it is different, how it works, and also its key capabilities. And I do want to go over these because this is really what makes OpenClaw stand out. So you have the multi-channel gateway. You can connect WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, iMessage just with a single gateway process, and access OpenClaw from your phone using just Telegram or WhatsApp. Then you also have some plugins that you can add in and make the automations even smoother and quicker. You also have multi-agent routing, with which you can get isolated sessions. And then you have media support too, so you can send and receive images and audios and documents. You have a web control UI. So basically the dashboard that you have, it's really good for chat and configuration and sessions and nodes, and it's designed in that way. And then you have mobile nodes where you can pair iOS and Android nodes as well. And if you go down, you can see how it would look once you have paired your WhatsApp with OpenClaw. And then this is what it's going to look like. So very easily, very conveniently, you can talk to your bot or your agent, and you can just ask it to do so and so activities, and it is going to do so. And it is also going to have the kind of personality that you want it to have. So it's going to be like a whole assistant person, but with the abilities of a robot. So that was it for docs. And then here we'll just go back to our chat. So that is how you can properly set up and use OpenClaw. Once you're comfortable using chat and monitoring sessions, you can gradually explore more advanced features.